Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this morning with Barry and Tango. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your little puppy's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands at this early age. I'm guessing that about now she is just turning 4 months old. She's sitting very nicely at Barry's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. Barry's using a regular 6-foot web training leash. He keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand. The left hand is free to give little, if any, correction that we're using with these babies, and that's just a little tug and let go on her slip collar. The first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Tango heel, and her job at this point, and she's learned it very well, is to walk next to your left leg, not forging ahead, not lagging behind, enjoying herself. And each time that Barry stops his feet, you will see that she sits automatically and waits for her next command. And she's really doing a great job. We've incorporated a lot of praise into this training program because of her young age. We want her to have a good feel for obedience training. The next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. Now you can't go too far away from her, but the long sit stay when you're practicing at home with this age dog is about 30 seconds. You're eventually going to work up to 1 minute and then 3 minutes. When Barry returns back to her, he walks all the way around her as an additional distraction, and she should remain seated until she gets praised and another command. And Barry takes off heeling with her again. And I think one of the most important things about obedience training with these young puppies is proper heeling, proper walking on a leash, and nice automatic sits, so that as your dog gets older and bigger, she doesn't drag you down the street. And she's doing a wonderful job. And Barry's going to leave her in another sit stay. And the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the recall, or the come on command. This command should always be happy, and there should always be a lot of praise involved. The command is Tango come.
Tango come girl.
She comes right in front and sits. That discourages jumping on you. And then she goes back to heel position. She's so adorable.
Tango heel.
And Barry's going to set up for another recall or come on command. And I think, as you know, owners, and I do it myself, you call your dog when you want them to do something they don't want to do, like come in from outside. And this is a way to make her understand that the recall command is always happy. He praises her on the way in. She comes in and sits facing his knees. She gets praised for doing that. And then she returns back to heel and back sitting. Very, very good. She's a sweetheart. You got a good one. Now Barry's going to set up for our down commands. And one thing about Tango is she will anticipate her downs, its age. Barry's going to use the open flat of his palm. Make sure you always have your puppy sitting first, straight down toward the ground, on the one-word command to down.
Down. Stay.
Perfect. That's probably the hardest command to teach an older dog, and she anticipates it. Your long down stay when you're practicing at home, and practice these commands indoors as well as outdoors. You should start out at about 1 minute, and eventually you're going to work up to 5 and then 15. But at her age, about 1 minute. You return all the way back around her. Sorry about the traffic noise. Summertime traffic. Barry praises her and starts heeling her again. And he's going to show you that down from a heel one more time. Nice sit, open flat, straight down toward the ground.
Stay.
Perfect. This is some pretty impressive stuff for a baby of her age. She's really, really, really done well. Now he can also call her out of this command.
Tango, come,
She's so happy about it. And then she goes back to heel position and back sitting. And now the last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. And this is a little bit harder command, especially for a youngster, because you're not next to the dog. Barry's going to leave her in a sit stay. He walks out to the end of his training leash. He's going to use the right hand to give the command and drop her into a down. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. She's brilliant. Your puppy's a genius. So we've demonstrated for you her healing, her automatic sits, her stay, her down from a distance, her come. All of these exercises, of course, you're a seasoned pro, have to be practiced at home, should be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. She's a sweetheart. We've enjoyed having her. And thank you for choosing us again, Nora's Dog Training Company.